fix this cursor. Okay, I have a camera right here. Well, I have a video of myself right here that I see. And sometimes it's tilted down and I can't see myself. So, this morning, before we do the yoga routine, which is number 163, I have a calendar right there. That's what I'm looking at. Just so you're not thinking, hey, what is he looking at? I want to share this Ram Dass quote that I came across. And this is the quote. If I go into the place in myself that is love, and you go into the place in yourself that is love, we are together in love. Then you and I are truly in love. The state of being love. That's the entrance to oneness. That's the space I entered when I met my guru. Now, when I read that quote, I thought, that is what we're doing on the yoga mat. That is what we're learning to do. Enter into this oneness, which is yoga. And Ram Dass in this quote is explaining that love, capital L, is this one energy. And when he experiences love, and someone else is experiencing love, they both are experiencing this same energy. And what happens is when you realize that you're experiencing this same energy, then boom, you enter into oneness, which is yoga. And for us, when we're on the yoga mat, we are doing the same thing. We are entering into this oneness. And we do this, for example, when we're in a yoga pose. And when you truly accept where you are in a yoga pose, boom, you enter into oneness. So when you're in a specific yoga pose, and you get rid of all the barriers that prevent acceptance of trying to be somewhere, of trying to do the perfect yoga pose. And when you let go of judgment and all these types of barriers, then what happens is the mind and body is allowed to become one. And you truly accept, you enter into an energy of acceptance. And then when you do, you enter into oneness. And Ram Dass explains it by going through this one energy of love, and then you enter into oneness. That's a way, that's a path. We're doing it through acceptance. Or we do it through openness. When we're in a pose and we experience openness, same exact thing is one energy. And then boom, that's a path to oneness, which is yoga. So there's many ways to do it. And I just thought it was extremely interesting that Ram Dass was explaining the same thing. So let's go ahead and begin. Put my phone up. And today we're going to do 2 sun salutations, and then we're going to go to easy pose, and we'll do some stretches in the easy pose, some movements in the easy pose, and then we'll seal it up with a yogic seal. So let's go to mountain pose. Feet are shoulder width apart, toes go up, spread the toes as wide as you can, Then each toe touches the floor one at a time. The knees are bent, the hips are tilted, the arms are relaxed, so no tension in the arms or the shoulders, no tension in the neck. And in the mountain pose, what you're doing is lengthening up. So pull yourself up and then line the bones up where the skeleton is just standing as if you were just your skeleton. And there's no tension anywhere. And you're just going to focus on the breathing. And to focus on the breathing, you're going to watch the belly go in and out. As you inhale, exhale, the belly goes in and out. And you're just going to watch that. You're not going to control it. You're just going to watch it. Or you bring your focus to the tip of your nose and watch the air go in and out. 100% focus on the breathing. Now your mind will wander and you'll start to think about other things. And when you realize you're thinking about other things, just bring your focus back to the breathing. Focus 100% on the breathing. That's going to heighten your awareness. And it's going to let you know what's going on in the body. But you're not going to focus on that stuff. You're focusing on the breathing. And that is the link that allows the mind and body to become one. Because when you're focused on the breathing, 100% focused on the breathing, you can't have judgment. You can't have control. You cannot have all those barriers that prevent the mind and body from becoming one. So again, focus on the breathing, only on the breathing. Bring the palms together, thumbs to the heart center. Going to push the arms out, up and back. Inhale. It's the first stretch, so go nice and easy. And then exhale. As you exhale, you hinge forward from the lower back. And we're just going to fall into ragdoll. With the ragdoll, the arms are dangling, the head is dangling. And think of the lower back and release tension. Release all the tension you feel. And just let the body go where the body goes. You're accepting, just like I was mentioning about the quote that I just read. Just accept. Let go of judgment. Let go of trying to be somewhere. And just let the body go where the body goes. And once you accept, fully accept, boom, you're in oneness, which is yoga. Now bring the palms to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. You're going to arch the back, raise the head. Inhale as much as you can. And then exhale. As you exhale, you pull yourself in and down. Forehead's going to the knees. Push all the air out. And again, arch the back, raise the head. Inhale. Inhale as much as you can. Then exhale. Pull yourself in and down and push all the air out. And again, arch the back, raise the head. Inhale. Then exhale. Pull yourself in and down. Push all the air out. Get all the air out. And two more. Arch the back. Raise the head. Inhale. Then exhale. Pull yourself in and down. Push all the air out. Last one. Arch the back. Raise the head. Inhale. Then exhale. Pull yourself in. Push all the air out. Get all the air out. And then go ahead and release. And just breathe. You're not controlling the breathing here. You're just letting go and breathing. But you are pulling yourself in and down. And then you just release and accept where you are. Almost like you're not pulling yourself in and down anymore. Once you're in the spot where you feel like you shouldn't go any further, just accept and boom, you're in oneness, which is yoga. Now palms to the sides of the feet. Left leg is back into a low lunge. The low lunge, top of the foot's to the floor, knees to the floor. Hips are square, pushing forward diagonally. Make sure the front knee is not over the toes. If it is, just lengthen up some and do the best you can. And if your back is straight, you're going to reach out. So the back can't be straight. And if it is, you're reaching out, elongating the back. And if it's arching, you think of the hip bones and push the hip bones forward diagonally, arch the back, bring the head up, and just feel open. Feeling open. And openness is an energy, just like acceptance, just like what Ron Dass was mentioning about love. And once you realize you're open, boom, you're in oneness. You're doing yoga. And this openness is a mindset as well. And it's something that we're learning on the yoga mat. So when you're off the yoga mat, you're feeling opened throughout the day, which allows you to feel open to new ideas, new adventures, new thoughts. I guess thoughts are ideas. Same thing. Just feel open. Then high lunge, so curl the toes under in the back. Get the leg up. Get the leg as straight as you can. Then downward dog. And you're pushing into this pose. Now with this pose, you are pushing into it. So the arms are straight. Legs are straight. Tailbones to the ceiling. Heels are towards the floor. And there's no tension in the neck. So the head just dangles. And you're focusing on the breathing. And you're just accepting where you are. Once you accept where you are, boom, you're in yoga. You're doing yoga. And that acceptance also allows you to feel open. So even though the body is closed up, you are still open. You are open because you're accepting. And this is a mindset that's important to learn, because when you're off the yoga mat, you may be in a situation that you feel enclosed in, like a job, just for example. But if you accept where you are, you will feel open. What will happen is you'll think of new ideas, you'll have new thoughts, and then you will find your way out of that enclosed feeling. So that may mean you leave your job, or you reinterpret how your job is going. So all the mindset. And then you're going to slide into upper dog. So drop down to the knees and the chest, slide up. Tops of the feet are to the floor, palms are to the floor. You're opening up. Now, if this is too much, you go to hands and knees, and you do the cow, arching the back, bringing the head up. Or you go to the small cobra, get the chest off the floor, palms are touching the floor, but you're not using them. You're not pushing up. You're pulling up. And you feel open. You're accepting, letting go of judgment, letting go of control, letting go of trying to be somewhere. Just let go. And back to downward dog. The downward dog, you are pushing into this pose, but you're only pushing to the spot right before you feel like, man, I shouldn't go any further. Find that spot, settle there, and just focus on the breathing. 100% focus on the breathing. Now bring the left foot up between the hands into a low lunge. Remember, with the low lunge, tuck the foot to the floor, knees to the floor, making sure the front knee is not over the toes. If it is, lengthen up. Now here, your back is straight or arch. If the back is straight, you're reaching out, you're elongating. If it's arch, you think of the hip bones, get them square, pushing forward diagonally, Arching the back, bringing the head up, and just focus on the breathing. 100% focus on the breathing, and you're feeling opened. So let go of judgment. So if you feel like, man, I'm closed up, I'm not opening up as much as I should, let go of that. That is not what we're doing. Even if you feel like, man, I'm doing this pose perfectly, that's judgment too. Let go of that. That's not what we're doing. And just feel opened and focus on the breathing. 100% focus on the breathing. Now with the back foot, curl the toes under, knee goes up, get the leg as straight as you can, high lunge. Then standing forward bend. Palms to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. Pull yourself in and down. Push all the air out. Then just release and let yourself breathe and focus 100% on the breathing. Now this pose is also important because it allows you to become aware of subtleness. So when you inhale, the belly swells with air and it pushes you out of the pose slightly. And then when you exhale, you go back into the pose. It's a subtle movement and you're aware of it. You're not focused on it, you're just aware of it because you're focused 100% on the breathing. And then when you're off the yoga mat in the so-called real world, you are aware of the subtleness that is happening around you. Very important mindset to have off the yoga mat. And we're learning to have that mindset on the yoga mat. The palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale. Exhale, turn the palms out, push the air down and out. One more sun salutation, and we're going to go quicker. Inhale, then exhale, hinge forward, standing forward bend, push all the air out, and then release, and just breathe, focusing 100% on the breathing, thinking of nothing else but of the breathing. The left leg is back into a low lunge. You're opening up, so you're inhaling as much as you can. And then once you inhale as much as you can, you release and just breathe and focus on your breathing. Then high lunge, then downward dog, pushing all the air out. Get all the air out and then release and just focus on the breathing, watching yourself breathe. Think of nothing else but of the breathing. And slide into the upper dog. Inhale as much as you can. And then release and just focus on the breathing. Thinking of nothing else but the breathing. And then back to downward dog. Pushing into it. Exhaling. Get all the air out. Then release and just focus on the breathing. Then left foot is up between the hands. Inhale. Inhale as much as you can, feeling open. And then release and just focus on the breathing, thinking of nothing else but the breathing. Then high lunge. Then standing forward bend. Pull yourself in and down. Get all the air out. Then release and just let yourself breathe. And focus on the breathing. Palms together, reach out, up and back. Inhale. Then exhale. Turn the palms out. Push the air down and out. And then back to mountain pose. Remember, mountain pose. Feet are shoulder width apart. Knees are bent. Hips are tilted. No tension in the arms or the shoulders or the neck. I tell you what, my shoulder feels great, man. Was injured for a while. Feels great. Alhamdulillah. No, I'm thankful for it. Capital T, thankful. energy of thankfulness. Now, we're going to go to easy pose. So with easy pose, if you're on a mat, you're going to go to the back of the mat. I go to the front so I can be in front of the camera. And the easy pose is just a modification of the lotus pose. So you're just getting comfortable. If you do the lotus pose, that's cool too. I used to be able to do the lotus pose when I was like 3. Or if you can't do the easy pose, you may have one leg out. That's fine too. If you need to lean back because you get fatigue in the back, lean back. You need to go against the wall, go against the wall. Just get comfortable. And you're going to have the hands in front, unless you're leaning back. So you have your hands to your knees or in your lap. Some people go in the lap like this. My hair on me from my dog. And you're just going to focus on the breathing. Think of nothing else but the breathing, on the breathing. You're going to tilt the head to the right. Right ear is to the right shoulder. Left shoulder stays down. Back stays straight. Shoulders stay level or as level as you can get them. And just focus on the breathing. 100% focus on the breathing. And that heightens your awareness and lets you feel the stretch in the left side of the neck. It also makes you aware of what's happening in the body. So you may feel tension in the lower back. You may have an issue in your knee. You're aware of that. But you're not focused on that stuff. You're focusing on the breathing. And that is a mindset that we're learning. We're learning to focus on the breathing so we are aware of our so-called issues, but we are not our issues. So when you're off the yoga mat, you're aware of things, but you are not those things. You are not your so-called issues. So head to the center and tilt the head to the left. Left ear is to the left shoulder, back is straight, right shoulder's down. Shoulders are level as you can get them. And just focus 100% on the breathing. Again, that focus on the breathing heightens your awareness, lets you feel the stretch in the right side of the neck, lets you know what's going on in the body. And also, the focus on the breathing is the link that allows the mind and body to become one. And that happens because when you're focused on the breathing, 100% on the breathing, judgment cannot enter, control cannot enter, and all those barriers that prevent the mind and body from becoming one leave. And what happens is the mind and body becomes one, which is yoga. So bring the head to center, tilt the head back. And when the head is back, you're not drawing the head back. The head is going straight. The chin is going straight up. And you're reaching up. You just focus on the breathing. And bring the head down. Chin's going to the chest. And again, focus on the breathing. Bring the head to center. And then neck rolls. Drop the head to the right, down and around. When the head goes down and around, you're exhaling. When the head goes up and back, you're inhaling. And you're linking the movement with the breathing. Very important. Because when you're linking the movement with the breathing and you're focused just on the breathing, what happens is that the movements are no longer just movements. The stretching is no longer just stretching. It all becomes a form of a moving meditation. And that happens because you're focused on the breathing, aware of the movement. And when the head goes to the top, you're going to reverse, exhale as you go down and around, inhale as you go up. And remember, you're focusing 100% on the breathing, linking the movement with the breathing. letting the movement become a moving meditation. Now when the head goes to the top, bring yourself to center. Then shoulder shrug, shoulders to the ears, back down and around. When the shoulders go up, you're inhaling. And when the shoulders go back and down, you're exhaling. And you're focusing on the breathing. And again, linking the movement with the breathing. And when the shoulders go to the ears, you're going to reverse. Exhale as you go down. Inhale as you go up. Again, linking the movement with the breathing. I keep on saying it because that's what you're supposed to do. I know I keep on saying it. Well aware of that. Then when the shoulders go to the ears, bring yourself to center. The trunk rotation is going to drop down to the right, down and around. You go down and around, the back is straight, and you're reaching out, exhaling. As you come up, you're inhaling. Same thing, linking the movement with the breathing. Focused 100% on the breathing, which allows the movement and the stretching to become a moving meditation. And then when the trunk goes to the top, you're going to reverse. Exhale as you go down and around. Inhale as you go up. And just focus on the breathing. And when the trunk goes to the top, you're going to bring yourself to center. And now we're going to do half spinal twists. So left hand's on the right knee, right arm goes up, pull yourself up, think of the spine, pull yourself straight up, then twist, palm goes to the floor and send the back, arm is straight, and it's against the back, and make sure the head is twisting. And your focus, again, 100% on the breathing. Think of nothing else but the breathing. Make sure the head is twisting. In this pose, it's easy to forget to twist the head as far as you can go. Then go ahead and release. Back to center. And then right hand's on the left knee. Left arm goes up. Pull yourself up. Think of the spine. Get yourself straight. Then you twist. Palm goes to the floor, on the back. Arm is straight and it's against the back. Make sure the head is twisting. And again, you're focusing on the breathing. Twist the head. It's easy to forget to twist the head. This pose is as far as you can go. And just focus on the breathing. And then go ahead and release. Back to center. And just get comfortable. So here, we're just going to watch ourselves. No, you're going to watch yourself. And you do that, like I explained, by focusing on the belly. So when you inhale, exhale, the belly expands and goes in. Watch that. Or you bring your focus to the tip of the nose and watch the air go in and out. Now what will happen is you'll start to control the breathing. But you're already breathing automatically. So just let go and just watch yourself breathe. Breathe. Can't speak. Or what happens is you'll start to think about other things. When you realize you've been thinking about other things and not focusing on the breathing, don't judge it. It's okay. Just bring your focus back to the breathing. And what will happen many times, and it'll happen again, and again, and again, and again. You just keep on bringing your focus back to the breathing. And eventually, you realize that you're the thing that are watching your thoughts. In other words, you are not your thoughts. So we're just going to continue to watch ourselves breathe. Stay here a little bit longer, so just watch yourself breathe. Palms together. Namaste. That's it. That was number 163 YouTube Live Yoga Routine. So I will see you tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. Arizona time, Mountain Standard Time. So namaste, peace and love.